Hey Wizards, it's Kieran Trollcaller. I'm back for another episode of the Myth Walkthrough, and we are getting ready to deal with Prince Viggor in Viggor's tomb. Hopefully we can go ahead and help shut this down so that we can have a little bit more sanity. Now, this is a tough one, and you do really need to go in here with a type of help. So I'm going to go ahead and set up a team up, and this might take a little while. So while we're waiting for the team up, guys, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Look, we've already got a crew going. And don't forget, guys, we stream several times a week. Make sure you are available for that streaming. It's a lot of fun, guys. Hopefully we'll see you there. And if you want to support us more than just hitting that like button and hitting that subscribe, you can also join our Patreon server, link down below. Okay, guys, so I'll be back here in just a moment. Oh, never mind, I don't have to go anywhere. We have our crew.
This page is wrong. I am wrong. I am not Viggor. Am I his memory? Why am I so scattered, fragmented? Nothing connects.
Okay, so there's going to be some cut-throughs. We're working with the team, and they're going to be moving pretty quick, so yeah.
Dare pursue me? You child, you wretch, you sticky-fingered waif, grabbing at secrets that are not yours to know. These trees, your trees, were ours by right. The minders didn't understand. The peasants of Dragonspire didn't understand. You don't understand. Knowledge is a burden. It must be shielded, protected, contained. If not, you know what results. Plague. A few errant germs. That is all it takes to bring the mightiest warriors coughing and sputtering to their knees.
Okay, let's get in the fight here. Looks like some of these guys have already been through it. Okay, well, you know what? I think I'm just going to frog it. Yeah. That way, in case they don't, my last frog will maybe knock them out. These first few rounds are a lot like this. Now, there is some strategy to this. I don't know what type of crew I'm going in here with. Okay, let's see here. So, what's the plan for the cause? It's been a while since I've done this fight. Okay, so Brandon Storm's already asking for the plan. Me too. What should we do? There we go. Very nice. Okay, so hopefully somebody has a clue here. Now, I didn't get a good look at who we're in here. I know there's at least another myth, which is good. Looks like we might have a storm, and I can set my deck to be support with storm. Okay. And they're not talking, so this might be one of those.
Magic is power. Power should be wielded by kings, not the likes of servants or tree people or children. It is meant for the likes of me.
He does a lot of talking through this dungeon, so just be prepared. Okay, good. Valkar seems to know.
Succeed. I tried to keep the knowledge of Dragonspire in the hands of the worthy, the aristocracy. But according to your historian, the peasantry and the rank and file took it for themselves and used it to wake a titan. I tried to create the new Dragonspire here, one where the royalty would protect its citizens from the things they cannot know. But I was defeated, and my soldiers are now trapped in the purgatory of that failure. And my punishment, it seems, is to know this, to watch it over and over. Even now, I feel the tug of the crystal pulling me back to my recorded path. I must break its chains, break history's chains. If I am the last record of Prince Viggor, then I will do as he would do. I will fight.
Okay. So it looks like none of us have done this in a long time. Okay. Prisms. Okay, if he spawns Lord Keeper, don't trap. If he doesn't, okay. So. Okay. Okay, if he spawns a Lore Keeper minion, don't trap. If he doesn't, you can trap. Okay. No feints. I can only feint the first round. I know you can blade if there's fire or ice. That's all I know. If it's fire or ice, I am... Okay. Just pack blades and elemental traps. Okay, got that. That's what I did. I packed blades and elemental traps. Don't worry about that. I'm going to go ahead and add a couple of prisms just in case. Very good. Sounds like a plan. It's very important, guys, especially for these dungeons, to set up and get things going. You know what? Do I have any other blades? Let's check here. I might have some balance blades. Not enough balance blades, but we do got a few. Okay. Well, that should help out a little bit. Do I got storm stuff? No. Okay. Okay, we're waiting for it to come. What just happened? Okay, he's back. Okay, so we're gonna let... Okay. Okay, he's going to tell us when to come in. It's for this fight, it's easier if you let one guy go in first, then he summons how many minions he needs. And depending on who he summons, depending on what you do. And this is the only round you can get a feint in, so that's what he's doing. Okay, there we go. And so now we're all going to come in, and it looks like we got the Havoc. And I like being early so I can start setting up, okay? Okay, so this is a common strategy because, one, we only have to deal with one minion now, and if it's not Lore Keeper, it makes life a little bit easier, so now we can use traps as well. That's one of the reasons why I loaded all the traps that I did, so that we can go ahead and get this all crazied up. Okay, so he's doing that one right there. Very good. So you kind of want to watch which traps that you have potent, used a potent on, and which traps you don't, to kind of keep track of it. And that helps with it all. Now, this is a dungeon that I'll farm a lot for the crystals and stuff. Also, this is a dungeon in which you have a chance of getting the Vanguard boots. You do need to be able to craft the Dragoon gear, you have to have a set of the Vanguard gear for some of the things. And boots, since that's one of the ones I want to craft, this is definitely one of the ones I want to get.
Steel yourselves.
She's trying to keep track of which ones got put in and which ones got put out, for sure. Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to do a regular trap. There we go. There we go. Okay.
The cycle repeats.
Now, he will call in other minions, but the first minion is probably the most important because of whatever cheats it happens to bring in. Okay. See, if you do this right, and you get the blade set up pretty quickly, and the trap set up pretty quickly, okay? Like, if we take a look at... what's already on Vigo. I don't know what type of shield he has on, but I'm guessing it's probably a 35% tower style shield. Yeah. It's good we have an ice right up there at the front too. I believe that's ice. Okay, now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and pull this, and I'm going to go ahead and put another blade on him as well. Okay, and he's going to mass storm trap, which is awesome. Yep. Yeah, hit next. Yeah, see this guy. You know what? Even though none of us, or it's been a while since all of us here, it seems to have done this particular dungeon. It's looking like the communication's really strong, and the hitter knows what he's doing, and everybody else is paying attention to what they're putting out there, which traps and which blades and stuff. So when you do it that way, guys, it makes the dungeon go well. Yep. So let's see. So not this round, but next round, looks like we're going to get a hit going on. So that's pretty exciting. And I'll tell you what, the person who has the most trouble is usually the first one, but since I think they're ice, I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're not ice. We'll check here when we get back to the setup screen again, okay? And take a look and see what everybody is at. Okay, here we've got a cheat. Okay. Yeah, okay, sorry, myth. So myth. Very, very good. I don't know if there's any other way I can support this at the moment. So I'm going to pass right now. I don't have anything else to do. Oh, nice. Nice. I should have loaded a few of those into my deck. I always forget about that. Being support for myth can be very, very solid, if you remember which stuff to load in. Okay, this could do it. We could finish this fight, guys. That is nice. Oh. Okay, guys, that is how it works when you've got a good team going. When everybody is in sync, not that bad of a fight. Wow.
You fight like the treeminders. The secrets of magic really did reach the masses, didn't they?
Yes.
But why? How can I know this? I am an image stored on a knowledge crystal. I should no more change than a portrait upon the wall. Can you tell me? Can you solve this? Can you put my followers to rest? I feel a pull constantly to the next chamber. I think the cause is there.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and run through and finish up the rest of the storyline. Let's see. There's Prince Viggor.
I see now. This is my crystal. But what is this substance upon it? The last vestige of a failed alchemical formula, you say? A coterie of students created it without permission and dumped it down the drains? Just like Rydal and his plague. The potion must have altered the state of the knowledge crystal, and its effects radiated out to the others. All this madness from an errant spill. If you remove the crystal and clean it off, the others should quiet down over time, and the memories of my army can rest. I have a courtesy to ask, if I may. This crystal holds the last will of the real Prince Viggor. Lay it to rest in his homeland, in Dragonspire.
I will do that. Okay, let's go talk to Professor Hargrave now. Ooh, got a little bit of bugginess going on. Must have been hitting something. It's okay. Very, very good. So, I wonder if we have to take this Dragonspire. Don't know. There's the professor. Let's go talk to the professor. Right here down the hall. Gosh, I didn't even get hit through that. Talk about a perfect dungeon almost. That doesn't happen that often, guys. Doesn't happen at all. Okay, there's Professor Hargrave. Let's talk to him. Give him the news.
Wizard, you survived! I was just about to send some students in after you. You say Prince Viggor is gone? Wonderful! That means it's safe to investigate the remaining knowledge crystals. Think of all the history. Lost Knights, Druids, Forgotten Wars, what else is down here? The mind reels. But it sounds like you have one more task. bury Viggor's knowledge crystal by the last remaining spell trees of Dragonspire. Come find me again when you're done.
Okay, so this is a pretty easy thing. So let's just go ahead and mark our location here. We're going to go home, and because we're going to run a Dragonspire really quickly. Right? Dragonspire. And we're going to go ahead and bury this knowledge crystal, which puts him to rest, but doesn't finish out the crypt area. No. There's still more things going on down there that we're going to have to put our noses into. So let's go ahead. And here we are, the last remaining magic trees here at the Dragonspire Academy. It's kind of sad. Dragonspire is one of those tales of caution. This place was probably really awesome in its heyday. I remember the Wayback Time machine that took us back, and we got to see whether it actually still had green trees, and everything looked kind of nice. And now the only true trees that have survived are Ashley and the death tree up there, who seems kind of grumpy. So let's go ahead and bury this.
The war is costing us much. Victory is not as assured as when we started. If these be my last thoughts, may they make it home. I know our world is changing. I know the people seek the power they feel is being kept from them. And I know which way the wind is blowing. But I also know that only the elite, the royalty, can be trusted with knowledge. Only we can use it well. And I know history will prove me right.
It didn't, you know, prove him right. Poor Prince Viggor. So dismissive of the lower classes, he missed a lot when he left. That change he talked about? That was the founding of this academy, where they taught everyone not just about magic, but how to use it right. At least until the generals and kings unleashed the Dragon Titan. But that's ancient history. Come here, wizard. Let's catch up on today.
Well, let's catch up with Ashley, the fire.
So, what have you been doing? Exploring catacombs, huh? Yeah, me? Yeah, I've just been here. I'm always here. Yes, I did know Viggor when he was alive. I've been in Dragonspire a lot longer than he was, ever since I was brought here from the Ravenwood. Treeminders. King Kilgore said we were all gifts between two great peoples. Maybe they were the second one. You know, I think that statue was built in honor of the Treeminder leader. What was his name? Primrose? Ambrosius. Aurelius Ambrosius, I think. But if you want to know more about Treeminders, you should go back to the Ravenwood. That's really where they got started.
And there we go. Got some more alchemical extracts. Still nowhere what we need to do. So let's go back to the catacombs. Let's go catch up with Hargrave. Meanwhile, still waiting to take care of Imperia, so I guess we'll have to deal with that here in just a little bit.
Oh, good! You're back, and just in time! While you were taking care of things in Dragonspire, I'm afraid I went off and did some more exploring. I just couldn't help myself. These tunnels are so fascinating. Anyway, I discovered the entrance to a new chamber. It was full of amazing carvings, but before I could examine them, there was a tremor, and heaps of bones rose up to attack me. The confounded things took my notes. Without them, I won't be able to translate the carvings. Please, help me retrieve them.
Okay, let's go down to the deeper mysteries. Ooh, gates up. Hey, that gate was down last time we came this way. Gosh, Hargrave's getting himself in all sorts of trouble.
You see? Look at the horrible things. They are unnatural, even among the undead.
Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and thin out my deck. Yeah, that's enough. Okay, defeat misassembled skeletons. These are great skeletons. Some of the best ones they have in the game. I love the misassembled part of them. Very cool. Okay. They got a little bit of health, so let's go ahead and put a blade up first. Awesome, guys. Very, very nice. Now, I think this leads us into a really interesting part of the Catacombs lore, you know? Because the Catacombs is more than just a place where they kept the memory of Prince Viggor alive. or of that time. I think it goes beyond more. Now, a lot of wizards, what they'll do is they'll farm Prince Viggor, and they'll farm let's see here, or they'll farm detritus, because those are fairly reasonable mobs. You can get through and farm them fairly quickly with a group, especially during double reagents weekends, and that's the most efficient way to get enough reagents to actually craft what you need. Plus, a lot of people, let's be honest, a lot of schools, when you start looking up gear, don't go for the Dragoon gear as the main robe. Because the Dragoon robe, although it gives you some nice balanced stats and other things, like it gives you a lot of health, it gives you a whole bunch of nice balanced stats, the one stat you don't get out of the Dragoon gear is the robe. And you don't get damage on the robe. Yeah, the one stat you don't get is damage. So a lot of schools, like if you're going for a damage build with your wizard, a lot of people will skip on the Dragoon robe, in particular. And the Dragoon robe is dropped by, I think, the twins. Yeah, you can get a copy of the Dragoon robe from the Gregors, which that's a tougher fight, honestly. If you saw us the other night, we went round and round on that particular fight. Okay, let's talk to Hargrave.
Oh, thank you. I really need to take better care of my notes. Now that you're here, you can protect me while I examine these carvings. Hopefully these undead horrors won't give us any more trouble.
Okay. Let's go talk to Professor Hargrave as he's examining the carvings down here. Well, they are catacombs, so they just keep on going farther and farther and farther. Look, another gate. More skeletons. Ooh. Pretty cool place, I think. I don't know. I love the design they came up with this. It is very catacombish, yet still very much Wizard City, so... Okay, there we go. Let's talk.
Look closely at these carvings. Here, I've been able to confirm that they are indeed Druidic. But there are some subtle differences between these glyphs and the Druidic inscriptions in Avalon and Albion. I think these may be far older. Ancient chronicles claim that the Druids came to Albion and Avalon from an ancestral home lost to history. That lost home must be Ravenwood! I must learn more. That door, judging by its carvings, must lead to some kind of special chamber. Perhaps a temple. We must open it!
It looks like the spiral in a hieroglyphic form.
Beware, my scion. A dire danger has arisen here in the deep.
Okay, let's go talk to Bartleby.
Dark forces are at work. Ages ago, when the Druids dwelt in the Ravenwood, they imprisoned evils that posed a threat to the spiral. Some of their prisoners have escaped. You must return them to their magical slumber, or the consequences will be grave. I will open the door. You must restore the ancient Druid's prison. Beyond this door lies one of the greatest secrets of the ancient Druids.
So the builders of these tunnels were Druids! Remarkable! I will accompany you into the chamber beyond, wizard.
Okay, well, come on, Professor Hargrave. Let's go beyond into one of the secrets of the Druids, where they imprison some pretty dangerous criminals, according to Bartleby. Here we are.
Look at this place! How wondrous! There are more carvings in here! We should examine them! I've seen symbols like these in ancient texts! If I'm right, this is a diagram of ley lines! They're a legend among historians! According to some sources, ancient wizards used ley lines to travel between the worlds of the spiral before world doors were invented. These inscriptions here, they say the Druids wove the ley lines. They extend along Bartleby's roots, touching every world in the spiral. This proves the theories are true. The ley lines must be how the Druids brought their prisoners here. But how did they bind them? Where are they?
They are still here. Most of them.
Ooh, Ghost Warden.
It has been long since any walked in this chamber. When the spiral was young, I began my watch over this place. I am charged to destroy all who trespass, but I sense tree magic in you. welcome. Ages ago, we crafted the Amber Orbs, enchanted to imprison the essences of evil things. We kept them here in our hidden prison. The orbs were held aloft, suspended in a web of binding magic. But a great tremor shifted the menhirs that bound the web, and the orbs fell. I am but a ghost. I cannot shift the stones into place. Right the menhirs, and the prison will be restored. I ask you in the Great Oak's name.
Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and write up the menhirs.
Excellent. Keep going.
Let's see here. Let's get this one back in place.
The great prison is restored. Now you must return the orbs to the great binding.
Pretty exciting stuff.
You have done well, yet this is but a beginning. 3 of the amber spheres shattered when the wards were broken. Their prisoners have escaped. To my sorrow, I was not strong enough to stop them. The first is a renegade of our order who sought to become the great tree's scion. He failed. Bitterness consumed him, and the evils we fought took root in his soul. He has fled to Avalon. Next is Satharilith, a vile myth-born abomination that devours thoughts and replaces them with its own. It has gone to Valence Land. The last is a horror born in the dark spaces between the worlds. We named it the Devourer. It has fled to the very edge of the spiral. The evil these fiends might unleash is unspeakable. As the great oak's scion, it falls to you to stop them. Bring them back, sealed in amber orbs.
Okay, guys. So we have to bring these prisoners back, but unfortunately, I think that's going to be all the time we have for today, guys. Next episode, we're going to start chasing these down. I'm definitely going to have to get together with some team-ups on these, because these are 3 of the toughest fights in the game. So I will be catching up with you guys. I hope everybody has a great day. This is Kieran, Trollcaller for the Myth Walkthrough. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.